So we're going to have just a regular flow class, if that's okay with everyone. Deidre, I talked to her today, and she will be back next week to do this class. So have that to look forward to. Is there any part of our body we need attention? I'm going to might warm up tonight for my Saturday class. I was going to do a hip opener class, so maybe we'll do hip openers today if that's okay. Sitting around a lot gets our hips tight, and our hips are tight and our back is tight.
Yes.
So that's always good to do. Let's go ahead and take a moment to come inside ourselves. Observing our emotions today, observing our body and how they rest in our emotion, or our emotions rest in our body. And observing the breath as it goes in and out. Not trying to change anything, just noticing where you're breathing, how smoothly you're breathing, how quickly you're breathing. And just notice how, like, just by noticing it, everything starts slowing down. The emotions stop being so dramatic. Our thoughts start slowing down, and our breath starts deepening. We'll take a few breaths, though, to help that process along. Breathing from our lowest abdominal, our mid-chest, and then allow it to spill over to our high chest. And then pausing at the inhale, as you exhale, releasing the opposite way. And exhaling just a little bit longer than you inhale. And inhaling. Expanding the rib cage from the side into the back, and then exhaling the opposite way. We'll do one more inhale. And exhale and releasing. Bringing your hands to your heart space. We'll set an intention for ourselves for this evening. What we'd like to get out of this class, where the rest of our week is going, and where our life and our recovery is headed. We'll bow our head to that intention, to our higher purpose, our inner sponsor, great bright light that we are, great bright light that is always present in us. The only thing that doesn't change. And we'll open our eyes, a soft gaze, and we'll say Namaste.
Namaste.
I used to teach a Thursday night beginners class, and it was always my prelude to my Saturday class, so this will work out really well. So let's warm up our neck first. Looking over our right shoulder as far as we can see. And looking over your left shoulder as far as you can see. And back to center. Dropping your chin down, looking down. And then looking upward. And dropping your chin down. And looking up. Dropping your chin down. Rolling your right ear to your right shoulder. And then roll your left ear to your left shoulder. And back to the right. And back to the left. Some go all the way around, pausing wherever you feel tension or tightness, and then continuing. You get to the end and go the other way. Rolling out any tension that's lying in your neck area. And we'll bring our chin up, bring your hands together, push your palms out. Plug your shoulders in. Inhale, lift your arms up, bring your chin down. Extending your spinal cord upward. Exhale, bring your hands down, bring your chin up. And inhaling up. Exhaling down. And one more time, inhaling up. And we'll bring our hands behind our head to where that little ledge is at the back of our head, the occipital lobe. And drop your right elbow down, lift up your left elbow. And inhale up, exhale over the other side. And inhale up. And we'll just leave our hands here. Inhale as you go left, exhale as you go right. Just back and forth in the washing machine. Allowing your breath and your movement to help work together. And come to center. And again, leaving your hands where they're at, circle around your knees. Inhaling as you go forward, exhaling as you go back. We had a Thai massage, just imagining somebody's got your hands guiding you around. And go the other way. And coming up. And we're start off and do a yin pose. We'll do a deer pose to start off because we're going to be working into our hips and we want our hips to be warmed up. But the deer pose is nice and then it works into our fascial muscles, into our tendons. So let's go ahead and bring our right knee in a 90-degree angle and bring your left foot back in a 90-degree angle. So it's kind of a Z out of your legs. And then lift up and then walk your hands forward. And maybe this is enough for you. Maybe you can come down on your forearms. You rest your head into your hands. Or maybe you can fold over. The closer you go to your ankle, the more stretch you're going to get, or a different kind of stretch. If you go to your knee, another kind of stretch. Doesn't matter, it's all good stretching. And notice where your edge is, and see if you can push a little bit past your edge. And then pause there. Notice where you're feeling the most tension. Bring your attention to your tension. And then as you exhale, see if you can relax into that. See if you can let go. Soften the muscles where the tension is. We hold yin poses just a little bit longer than we would a regular pose. Just be here just for a couple more breaths. And then bring your hands down, coming up. Move your hands over to the right, over your right knee, and then keep moving back till you find a nice stretch place. And then either stay here, maybe you can come down into your forearms. Massaging your internal organs. The happier our internal organs are, the more energy we have, the better our immune system, more vitality we have. We'll come back onto our hands again, and then walk our hands forward and stretch your left foot out. Slide your left hand down. You grab onto your leg, your ankle, maybe your big toe. Bring your other arm over. Open up our side bodies. And then coming up. We'll do the other side. So left leg in a 90-degree angle. And then the right leg back. 90-degree angle. And then sitting up and then folding over. Maybe just coming over a little bit, holding your hands there. If you have blocks or something here, you can take your arms to. Or you come all the way down. And again, looking for that edge where you feel tension, but it's not enough tension. Want a little bit more tension. Go just a little bit more. You don't want pain, of course, but we want to have a nice stretch. And if you bring in all your attention in where your tension is, then it's becomes a meditative posture. And so you can tell your sponsor tonight, oh yeah, I meditated. And they will be so happy. And then coming up from here, moving your hands over toward your left. Just keep walking them back till you don't think you can go anymore. And then go a little bit more. And then maybe coming down onto your forearms. Twists are really good to do in the springtime. Create space in our body and into our joints. We'll come up for now. Walk forward again. Stretch your right leg out. Bring your left foot in. Slide your hand down. Maybe it's to your shin, your ankle, or your big toe. Bring your left arm over. And it doesn't have to go all the way, but if you like, you can bring your thumb up and maybe touch. And look up to the ceiling if that feels okay. And then we'll slowly come up. Just go ahead. Maybe you can get something behind your sit bones like I'd like to do. But go ahead and bring your legs out in a wide V. I'm up on the stage this evening. It feels good to be up here. Imagining the class full with all your wonderful spirits. And then walking your hands forward. Dorsiflex your toes backwards. And if you can, bring your forearms on the ground. Maybe you can bring your chest to the ground. My body's not made that way. My skeletal structure doesn't do that. Maybe yours does. And we'll walk our hands over so we're straddling our right leg. We'll walk over and straddle our left leg. And then come to center, walk your hands back, and then lay back onto your forearms as your legs come together. And from here, we'll lift our heels off the ground 6 inches and we'll do a breath of fire. So bringing your heels off the ground, breathe in rapidly through your nose, like a dog is panting. Maybe you're thinking, oh, this just isn't enough. And then you can bring your arms forward. That ought to do it. And then bring your arms up, bring your feet down. Lift up out of your waist. Exhale, fold forward. Grab onto your shins again, maybe your big toes. Pull your head toward your feet. And then bring your hands so they're sitting next to your hips. Push your hands down and lift your spinal cord upward. Elongating the spine like you're trying to grow into the heavens. And then from here, we'll lift up our right leg, and we'll lift up our left leg, and our right, and our left, and the toy soldier. Because Christmas time will be here in no time, and they just might need a substitute for the nutcracker. You want to get ready for that. This is one of those postures that's really weird, in that at first it's like, this is not very hard. But then, after just a little time, your legs get heavier and heavier. And then we'll go ahead and roll over. Come on, go ahead and stand. Shake all that out. Craziness. Okay. I want it really close up. All right, let's go ahead and salute the sun. The sun, as we know, hasn't been out all day, but it has been. Through the clouds, the sun's still shining, just like through our defects, our shortcomings, our recovery is still shining. but we just might not be able to see it. Then when the clouds disappear, we do our amends or whatever you need to do, and all of a sudden, here's the sun again. So come to the top of your mat. Let's lift up our toes, and lift up our heels. Lift up your toes, lift up your heels. Back and forth. Then bring your heels down and lean over to your right. And lean over to your left. And make a circle out of your legs, working into your calf muscles. And then go the other way. Looks like you're doing the Charleston. Not that I've ever done the Charleston, but I always feel like this is probably how they do it. Okay, so look at your toes and see if your second toe is in line with your heel. Your toes aren't out in a 45-degree angle, or they're not going in like your Charlie Chaplin. Right in the middle. And then feel as if your knees are right above your ankles. Your shoulders are up and back. Your pelvis isn't going forward and it's not going way back, but right in the middle. Feel as if you got strength in your core to hold you up. Your hands are forward. Tadasana, mountain pose, and feel the serenity of the mountain, knowing that anything can happen on the mountain. Wars could happen. People can build things. People can live. People can die on the mountain. The mountain's just there, just serenity, just being. And that's how we can be in our life. All these things can happen around us. We can find our own serenity, our own strength by grounding ourselves and lifting ourselves upward. We'll go ahead and bring our arms up, look up to the ceiling. Swan dive down to your feet. Inhale, just your head up to jackknife. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back, step your left foot back. Coming into plank. Come up onto your toes. And then back down to the pads of your toes, feet, and up onto your toes, back to the pads of your feet, up onto your toes. And then bring your knees down, your chest down, your chin down. Leave your butt up in the air. Bring your knees in 2 inches. Extend into your lower lumbar. And then bring your feet back so you're on your belly. Have your elbows so they're close to your body. Inhale, small cobra, and exhale, coming down. Inhale into a larger cobra, and exhale, coming down. And inhale into up dog. Look over your right shoulder, and look over your left shoulder. And come to center, bring your knees down, and come to the table. Or come right into down dog. Bringing your right foot off the ground, pushing your left heel to the floor. Leaning back toward your left leg. Opening up into your calf area. Then bring your right foot down, lift your left foot off the ground. Push your back toward your right heel. And then bring both feet on the ground, both heels up in the air, and then descend them down as you melt your heart towards your thighs. Broadening in your shoulders, looking back to your navel or your feet. Looking in between your hands, step your feet in between your hands. And we'll go ahead and hang in waterfall, going around our feet a few times. Your hips side to side. And then bring your hips forward, bring your arms up. Bring the energy of the universe to your heart space. So inhale our arms up. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, just your head up. Exhale, fold. Just step your right foot back into a lunge. Push your left knee forward, your right heel back. Bring your knee so it's almost to the floor. Then lift it up and bring it down. And then lift it up and bring it down. And lift it up. And then go ahead and straighten out your left leg to a runner's lunge. And we'll bring our knee forward, step our left foot back, and meet our right. Exhale all the way down. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, down dog. We'll lift our right leg up. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Push your knee upward. And then bring your foot in between your hands and come up to a high lunge. Sink your hips down, you lift your arms up. And then from here, bring your sit bones down, soften your shoulders, lean back, bring your head back. Try not to fall a whole lot. Then coming forward, bring your hands on the inside of your right foot, coming into lizard. If you like, you can bring your knee down. You could also leave it up and bend your elbows, bringing your head underneath your knee. And we'll come up, step forward, inhale all the way up, and bring the energy down. Taking a breath, bring your thumbs to your sternum and feel your heartbeat. Feeling a sense of gratitude for your heart, bringing life throughout your body. And we'll inhale our arms up, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, just your head up. Exhale, fold, step your left foot back. Push your right knee forward, left heel back. Bringing your knee downward and then up. And downward and up. And downward and up. And then go ahead and straighten out your right leg. And bend your knee, step back into a plank, exhale all the way down, inhale into up dog, exhale into down dog, and we'll lift up our left leg, bend your knee, stack your hips, and unstack your hips as you bring your left foot in between your hands and come up into high lunge. Pushing your weight down in the front and have the back leg being stable. Lift up your arm. Soften in your shoulders. Lift up by your waist and lean back. Pushing your front knee forward. And coming forward, bring your hands on the inside of your foot. Bend your elbows. Also bring your knee down, remember. And change in your hand as you step forward. Inhale all the way up. And exhale down. Sink your hips down as you bring your knee forward. Coming into warrior two. Softening in your shoulders again, but this time feel as if somebody's got your wrist to pull in both directions. Should be a groins opener. So it's also working into our hip area.
Go ahead, bring your back hand behind your back, lift your palm up and go back. Push your front knee forward. And then come up, straighten your leg out. Reach out as if you're reaching for something, pulling your hip back. Reach, reach, reach. Coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Push off your leg, open up your sternum, revolving upward. And then bring your top arm down and come forward. Have your hands in between your feet. Draw your head down. Bring your hands up your legs, elbows up, come up with a flat back. We'll point our back foot backwards and do warrior two on this side. Again, bringing your knee so it's right above your ankle, lifting your arms up. Gazing over your fingertips, looking into the future. We're all here having a virus party. Not to get the virus, but that we defeated the virus. See everybody hugging each other and kinds of good stuff. Might be a while for that one. But we might be able to get together and socially distance ourselves for yoga class for a while. And then we'll party and do the hug fest later. And just bring your back arm behind your back. Bring your palm up and lean back as you push your knee forward. Then come forward as you straighten your leg out. Reach out, pull your hip back. Reach, reach, reach. Can't reach anymore. Bring your hand down, lift up your other arm. And bring your top arm down. Come back into forward fold. This time, reach over and grab onto your legs or your big toes. Pull yourself down a little bit more. And come up with a flat back. Having your arms go up your legs. Come up, bring your toes in, your heels in, your toes, and step forward. Shake that out. So we'll do a couple more hip opener for our, in a balance pose. So we'll do eagle, and then we'll go into dancer. Or we'll go to dancer and then go to eagle. Because first you dance and then you fly. Have all your weight on your left foot. Rock back and forth. Feeling the weight on your left foot. All three. There's 3 points by your big toe, your little toe, and your heel. So you can feel all 3 points there. And then lift up your right leg, reach back, grab onto your foot, And you might have your chair there, your wall, or your significant other, whatever you got. And lift up your arm. And this might be enough. Maybe you want to push your foot into your hand as you lean forward, reaching out. You're ready to grasp hands with another from 6 feet away. And then coming up, wrap your leg around. Bring your right arm forward, your left arm in there. So your foot can be on the floor. This is a perfect eagle. Another eagle is wrapping your leg around. Lift your elbows up. And then bring them down. And then fold forward. Because this isn't challenging enough, let's go ahead and unwrap our leg, go into warrior 3, eagle arm warrior 3. And coming up. I would say that was the part in Wizard of Oz they cut out because that was just like too freaky. The flying monkeys were one thing, but the eagle warriors, that was another thing. Just couldn't do it. Okay, so we do all our weight onto our right foot. It's really good that I abuse myself because anyway, have all your weight on your right foot and bring your left foot up and reach back and grab onto it.
I'm laughing.
Thanks, John.
I needed them all.
Okay, so lift up your arm. Maybe push your foot into your hand as you reach forward. How much you can lift up your back knee. And then come forward, wrapping your leg around, bring your left arm forward, right on top of the left. Lift your elbow up and bring it down as you lean forward. And then bring your other leg back behind you. Imagine you're pushing against a wall in the back there. And then coming up. And you shake all that out. So bring your hands on your hips and just go side to side with your hips. And make a circle out of your hips. And we'll go the other way. And bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. And step back into down dog. Lift our right leg up. And bring your knee in between your hands. Bring your foot to the side. And coming into pigeon. Come onto your fingertips. Sink your hips down and lift up for king pigeon. That openness to your core. Slight back bend. And then fold over your leg. Sleeping pigeon. I can't see anybody, so I'm just trusting you're doing it. Push down on your left leg and feel how it changes into your right hip.
You push down and then let go, and then push down again and let go. Just a few times. Works right into your gluteals and into your hip area. And so we'll bring our hands under our shoulders and come up, come back into down dog. And you can shake that out. And we'll lift up our left leg. Bring your knee in between your hands, bring your foot to the side. Bring your right knee back. Come onto your fingertips. Sink your hips down and you lift up. And then fold over your leg. And pushing your right hip or right leg down. See how it changes it into your left side. Bringing your hands under your shoulders, coming up, back into down dog. Shake that out. And then we'll walk our feet up to our hand. And go ahead and bring your feet apart. And bring your hands behind your calf muscles. And squat down. Have your back straight, looking forward. And then we'll bring our hands forward, bring your heels together, your toes, so they're pointing at a 45-degree angle. And you're going to bring your hands behind your feet as you draw your head down. And then we'll come up. Go ahead and sit down. Bring your feet together. We'll bounce our knees up and down. You take your thumbs and go ahead and give yourself a foot massage. You know you want one. Go to the middle of your feet and circle your thumbs around. Go to the bottom of your big toe and circle around. And pull on each one of your toes. Go around your ankles. Push in between your ankle and your heel. There's a soft, like almost soft divot there. Push in there. A little tender maybe. Pull on your Achilles tendon. And bring your heels in. We'll bring our left arm to our right knee. Go ahead and twist to the side. Pushing your knees down as you twist.
your right arm up, go forward, and we'll just lean forward. And then come up and bring your left or your right arm over to your left knee. And twist to the left. And bring our arm up, come forward. And grab onto your toes. Lift up by your waist, push your knees down, and then come forward a flat back. Maybe just come down an inch. Feel as if your spinal cord is going upward and forward. Maybe each exhale coming down just a little bit more. Be softening into your adductors. Just coming down to your edge. And we'll hold here for 2 breaths. And go ahead, bend your back, bringing your head towards your feet. And we'll slowly come up from here. Bring your feet out and windshield wiper your knees back and forth. We'll go ahead and come onto our back. Bring our knees into our chest. And going side to side. Make a circle out of your knee. And go the other way. We'll reach up and grab our feet for happy baby. Pushing down one knee and then the other. Go back and forth. And bringing your elbows to your legs. Open up your legs and push both knees down. See if you can feel as if you're pushing your sit bones toward the floor. Probably not going to get there, but in that general direction. And let go of your feet. Bring your legs up so your heels to the ceiling. Arms up into your cactus. Bring your toes to the ceiling. Your heels. Your toes. Your heels. Your toes. Bring your heels to the ceiling. Bring your right leg down, leave your left up. Bring your right up, bring your left down. Bring your left up. Bring your right over to the right. Bring it back to center. Bring your left over to the left. Get back to center. Bring both legs out to the side in a V. Bring your legs back to center. Come down a quarter of the way. And legs out in a V. Bring your legs together. Come down halfway. And legs out in a V. Bring your feet together. Come down an inch off the ground. And legs off the V. Out in the V. Bring your feet together. Lift your legs all the way back up. Bring your knees into your chest. And roll your head and shoulders off the ground, bringing your head in between your legs. And if you like, you can let go of your knees. Coming up just a little bit higher. And then we'll bring our head, shoulders on the ground, bring your feet on the ground, arms next to your body. Inhale, bring your arms over your head as you lift your hips off the ground. Exhale, bring them forward. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, bring them forward. Hips to the floor. Inhale, lifting up. Leave your hips up as you bring your arms forward. Bring your hands underneath your sit bones. Hold your hands, bring your shoulders together. Push off your heels, come up even higher. Engage your glutes a little bit, but then let go of that. Have most of the muscle, your leg muscles lifting up, bringing your chest to your chin. Imagine you're holding a block in between your knees. Let go of our hands. Come down one vertebrae at a time. Bring our legs out, bring our arms over our head, stretch in both directions. From here, push your right foot forward and let go, and then push your left foot forward and let go. And then your right, and then your left. Just to program our hips. And maybe our legs our feet and legs are the same size. Stretch in both directions. Bring your navel in toward your spine. You want to bring your stomach underneath your rib cage. And then bring your arms forward. Allow your palms to come up, your feet to fall to the side. Coming into Shavasana. Feeling your body as it feels now as compared to when you started. Allow each exhale to be a deeper surrender, deeper letting go. This is from the Unfettered Mind. When facing a single tree, if you look at a single one of its red leaves, you will not see all the others. When the eye is not set on any one leaf, and you face a tree with nothing at all in mind, any number of leaves are visible to the eye without limit. But if a single leaf holds the eye, it will be as if the remaining leaves were not there. One who has understood this is no different from Canon with 1,000 arms and 1,000 eyes. The ordinary man simply believes that it is blessed because of its thousands arms and thousands eyes. The man who of half-baked wisdom, wondering how anyone could have 1,000 eyes, calls it a lie and gives into slander. But if you know
but if now one understands a little better, he will have respectful belief based on principle and will not need the simple faith of the ordinary man or slander of the other. And he will understand that Buddhism, with its one thing, manifests its principles well. So as we lay in our Shavasana, with our eyes closed, think about the 1,000 things that we've seen today. See as if the whole day is right before you, all the people you've met. And then bring your focus into one particular person. And then bring yourself back to the many people you might have seen today. And see if you can feel a connection from the one and into the 100.